Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. Still out here in Forks, Twilight fans. It's pretty nasty out there. Been pretty hard rain, a lot of wind, and even some snow. There's a little bit of snow accumulation on the sidewalks and on the road out there. So it's a cold, blustery March day here in Forks. You know, I've been talking a lot recently with clients about, are they willing to pay the price of what it costs to achieve their goals? And I'm going to use weight loss as the metaphor today, but it applies pretty much to any goal, any achievement that you want to accomplish in your life. It gets down to, are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to put in the effort, the time, the money, the follow-through to make that happen? And I recently came across a blog post written by a woman who is doing a program called Me Minus 10, which looks pretty interesting too. And I'll put a reference, a link to it in my blog post that goes with this video today. And she's talking about, you know, the investment into weight loss, and shouldn't it be free? Should it cost anything? Well, yeah, there is a price to pay. And there's the price of, are you willing to put in time to exercise, to move your body? You know, I urge everybody to do at least 30 minutes every day of some form of cardio activity, and then along with that, you want to do some firming, some shaping, some toning, some strengthening of your body, and particularly core work those abs, because that's what's going to carry your back in later years. And so there's that investment. And are you willing to invest the time to think ahead and plan out your grocery list, and go to the grocery store and buy the vegetables, to buy the whole grains, to buy the fruit, and stay out of the middle section where all the processed foods are, the junk foods? And are you willing to come home and put the time into preparing healthy meals and healthy snacks? That all takes time, and that's on top of everything else that's going on in our very busy lives. And of course, for my folks at Slender for Life, there's a financial investment. It costs money to buy my book, to buy my CDs, to spend time with me, to learn the tools, to put at work, to achieve the success of taking weight off, and most importantly, remaining slender for the rest of your life. And using hypnosis and learning how to do that and being guided through the hypnosis sessions by myself, that costs money. But you know what I often hear from folks is that even though my sessions aren't cheap, even though in the grocery store, you know, it's going to cost you more money to buy those vegetables and whole grains and fruit than a lot of the processed junk foods, except for what I always hear back is every month the grocery bill is less than how it used to be. And people tell me that they actually save not only enough money you know, to cover the cost of, you know, what they're spending on junk food, but they end up paying for my sessions out of their food bill. Often that happens because they're no longer spending money on junk items that fill them up with empty calories only to leave them more hungry, or doing things like, you know, diet beverages that trick the hypothalamus into thinking you're still hungry even though you've consumed enough calories. So in the long run, they end up saving money with sessions with me, using my book, using my CDs, learning self-hypnosis, buying vegetables, buying whole grains, buying fruit. They end up in the long run saving money. And then of course, there's the health costs, and of being able, you know, if they're diabetic, being able to get their blood sugars under control and perhaps get off any blood sugar medications and get their blood pressure down, and often going off blood pressure medications, and not always but often being able to even go off antidepressants because the way they're feeling now and the types of foods they're eating, doing the exercise, they no longer need the antidepressants. There's so many health improvements that can occur from taking weight off and living cleanly, living healthily, and they end up saving money that way. And to quote a famous commercial, probably the most priceless thing that you get out of taking weight off, of paying the price, of getting the weight off, putting the time and money and effort into it, is how good you feel about yourself, how great you feel about life, and being able to go out and do the things in life that you say you want to do. And I always encourage people to write out 52 reasons for getting to their goal weight. And this was one of the first assignments that I give them in their very first session. And bring it back to me the next week. And what I want them to do is every week post one of those reasons, that motivator. Why am I willing to pay the price? Well, because I want to be at my goal weight so I can take my grandkids to Disneyland and spend 3 full days walking. Or I want to take my children or my grandchildren backpacking, or I want to be able to be dancing in Paris with my husband in my 80s. Whatever those motivators are for you, that makes it willing for you, makes it worthwhile for you to pay the price of getting to your goal weight. So take a look at that and really ask yourself the question, are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to invest in yourself, in your health, in your wellness, to invest in your life? I say you're worth it. I hope you think you are too. And if there's any way that I can support you in that investment, in creating the motivation, the value for you of achieving your goal weight and staying there, then give me a call, 206-903-1232, or send me an email, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com, and let me know how to support you. And of course, be sure to look around at slenderforlife.com and at hypnosishealthinfo.com at all the tools, all the resources that are here and available for you. I'm Roger Moore here in Forks, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.